Welcome everybody once again to Cookin' on the Rim. My name is Quish. And I appreciate you, Night Owl, for catching me up on my professional streamer duties. I don't know how I missed that one. We are going to play some Rimworld tonight. In the past couple of weeks I've been praising Diablo 2, and that's probably going to come up here pretty soon. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but no, we're still trying real hard to play some Rimworld. Trying real hard to get off this damn planet. And we're going to do so by ingratiating ourselves with the rich and famous. So yeah, we've got a colony. It's the Filthy Tryhard colony. This is definitely the first time that we've tried to do this playthrough. It's definitely not fallen apart on us at any point in the past month or two. If Quish is cooking F, how can I spam him? I did Doc. I'm not sure what you're saying. I do like spam. The food, not the not like a bunch of emails or something. But if you want to send me some spam, yeah, we can figure it out. So this is the colony so far. We've got Chocobo 9X, who is going to be doing construction and mining. We've got Itamu, who is also helping out with mining, but is mostly into the plants. We have Basara, who's currently a little banged up. He's our noble. He's got pain block. That's a good one. He's intellectual, medical, social. And then Cody von Schweitz, also social and intellectual, could be like a backup researcher. Pistol just resubscribed for 29 months. Pistol, we're glad to have you, man. I get you. You know, sometimes you can't come in and see the streams. We're always happy to see you when you're here. Spam Dino Nuggies. All right, I'm intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued. All right, so what do we got going on with the colony today? We got floors going in. Got the bathroom situation going. What are we researching? We're researching microelectronics. We have geothermal, so we can build a geothermal plant. That's going to require. No, we got the steel and stuff for it. Let's go ahead and build one of these bad boys. Yeah. Well, that's right, we also have Bacon, a pig. What's up, Grimace? Got plenty of wood. I guess they're just taking their time on rebuilding these. Is it just Chocobo doing construction? It is. Cody's new enough that we have not actually given him any priorities. So yeah, he'll handle animals, and we'll have him working on construction for now. Jalapeno, bacon, maple, hickory smoked turkey, low salt. I like a lot of those things. Yeah, I don't believe the low salt spam. That feels like a lie. It's like when you get like the low sodium soy sauce. You're like, this is literally just brown salt. Like it is liquid brown salt. Can't tell me that it's low sodium. It's not real. Man, we got all kinds of steel that we mined up. Just need to bring it in. We also have clan ducks, the husky, who we have done a lot of training for. Yeah, like, I would say that it's not like salt free. Low salt is just kind of like a misnomer. Like, low salt in comparison to what, you know? Like, it's mostly just salt, right? All right, Chocobo is getting that all hooked up. Oh, they're gonna take a horseshoes break at the 11th hour. Okay, cool. Yeah, Freddie, you're absolutely right. It's like when you see a box and it says like 20% more, and I'm like, 20% more compared to what? Ah, Doctor Who is making the nuggets. That's cool. It's been a long time since I've actually got to catch one of Doc's streams. What's up, Castus? How you doing, my man? All right, so now we got lots of power. We got power for days. Let's go ahead and put in some ceiling fans. Oh, we have a prisoner as well. Who's this guy? Abalani? Loner? Fast learner with a bunch of passions. Yeah, I remember why I kidnapped them. Their last name is Crab. Forced weather for pay. Fog for 7 days. That'll get us some honor with the Empire. Yeah, we'll take that. Traps are all reset. I guess now let's we have a raid. Raid Shamdo Legends. Put some concrete in here. The Bladed Raiders. Ooh. There's a bunch of them. Let's have everybody. Oh, I don't have an inside set yet. Okay, let's fix that now. go. Keep everybody inside for now. Ooh, some fancy hearts being made. All right, they're beginning their assault. Let's see if the trap hallway takes care of it for them. Oh no. Oh no, what happened to your feetsies? All right, Paulette is an assassin. Definitely not trying to recruit them. Tony is pretty good. Gourmand, careful shooter. Yeah, they wouldn't be bad. Let's capture them. Oh, they're gonna die if you don't actually do something about it. Oh wait, Atamu is not our doctor. That would be why. Oh, Bully Bravo sticky rice is good. It's like there's probably a couple different ways that you can make it. I've always had it as like a part of a dessert. There's a Thai place that does like a sticky rice dessert with like mango, which I'm not a big fan of mango personally, but it was pretty tasty when I had it. Chocolur, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Psychic suit. Everybody's got some nice vibes going. All right, can they not build those two? All right, let's uninstall this. And then reinstall it. Hopefully it continues to work. Chocobo's in a dang good mood. Holy heck. Holy heck. Alright, so let's I guess the next step would probably be the workshop. So what if we did some shelves? We need this to be just a tad bit bigger. Something like that. And then we need to structure. Just keep doing something like that. Chuckalure is now following. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Cookin on the Rim. Welcome to WBPL 76, the only television station in the periphery. This game is pretty chill until it's not chill, for sure. This game can be really stressful when you're not looking for it. I know in the past I have described my my affection for delicious coffee creamers. Some of my favorite coffee creamers are the ones that are breakfast cereal flavored, like Rice Krispies is like one of my favorite coffee creamers. I got some new creamer over the weekend at the grocery store, and it's like Mexican hot chocolate coffee creamer. So it's like a little bit of cinnamon and dark chocolate. I'm having a cup of that right now, and it is banging, let me tell you. Is it really like Mexican hot chocolate? Absolutely not. Is it pretty good for what you can get at a grocery store? Absolutely. What is coffee creamers? So like, it's like a flavored cream that you would put in a cup of coffee. Just the creamer? Yeah, just drinking cream and sugar straight. I'm gonna be asleep halfway through this stream tonight. Call it ruining the coffee. Look, I was given some good advice once as a young man. And that is, life is too short to not put cream and sugar in your coffee. Uranium gel. Uranium gel is a proprietary property of Tex of the Black Pants Legion. We have our legally distinct uranium toilets that we'll be installing into this colony. Our patented self-heating toilets. Nobody has any hemorrhoids in this colony. Speaking of which, there was some uranium somewhere on this map. I want to say I saw that. Unless you're using the Dubs Rimatomics mods. Oh, we can tell people they can leave their homes now. Unless you're using like Dubs or Rimatomics, uranium's not super important. Inspired recruitment. Okay. So that's important because this person still has a really high resistance. This person is probably going to get recruited on the next talk through. So Basara, let's get you talking to them. That is an instant recruit. Welcome to the colony, Tony. This will now be for oh, there we go. That'll be for normal peoples. And Tony's a pretty good colonist. He's a pickpocket. Oh, Ether the Booze Wizard. You know, Ether, I have a question for you. Let me finish this thought, but I do have a question for you. You're just the type of person that I need to ask this question. But they're a pickpocket, they're a gourmand, careful shooter, but they're awful at shooting. They're way better at melee. All right, so this person needs a colony name, and of course we can't just have any colony name. We need the Wheel of Names. That's right, it's the most electrifying move in sports entertainment. Let's find out who this colonist is going to be. Ooh. Thunderclap. It was between Thunderclap and Quinlist. Thunderclap Sass. That's as much as we can get his name into this colony. Welcome to the colony, Thunderclap. He needs some clothes. What kind of gear has he got? He's got pants. He's got a shirt. Oh, he just needs warm clothes. Okay, good enough. Good enough. All right, let's take Thunderclap off the list. Save it up. Let's send the wheel back to the void where it belongs. Boop. All right, so Ethern, I have a question for you. This is not as cursed of a question as you're probably expecting. I bought some rosemary over the weekend to cook some meat with, and I have way more rosemary than I have meat. And I was thinking that rosemary would make a really good garnish for a mixed drink. And I was curious, what do you think a good cocktail would be that has rosemary in it? I'm thinking something with like gin, but I could be swayed in any direction. Guy on Broadway says gin and tonic. I was kind of thinking a gin and tonic. A turkey cobbler. I'm not sure what a turkey cobbler is. Oh no. Now I'm a little worried. We also have another colonist. This person is also very good. They're unhygienic and they're a pyromaniac, but they learn fast. This person also needs a name. So let's bring the wheel back out for a second. Boot Porridge. Welcome back to the colony. Boot Porridge back to the colony. All right. Get Boot Porridge's name off the list for now. Back to the game. A guy on Broadway has been drinking gin and tonics since Saturday. Man. All right, let's get these guys on a schedule. Let's figure out what these guys are going to be doing. Thunderclap. Let's have them working on crafts. How about that? They're a pretty decent doctor, so we'll have them as the backup doctor. Let's have you as our dedicated crafter for now. Then Boot Porridge is pretty good with plants and animals, so let's have them focusing on plants. And we'll have them available to do crafts if need be. All right. Look at that. Our colony grows tenfold. All right, let's you know, we'll keep the stockpile zone in here for now, just for things that are too big for us to Rimworld Herald cheering 200 whole polyhedrons. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the bits. Even exotic goods trader. Who's the actual person doing the trading? Oh, he's just very slow. They got some ducks. I could get the ducks, which would make clan ducks very happy. I should probably just go ahead and sell this pig because I'm not going to get a companion pig for them anytime soon. They have some skill trainers. Got Glitter World medicine. Let's go ahead and buy that. Got gold. They have an Archaeotech leg. A kidney. They got a panther. We could go ahead and buy some components. I think we're just gonna hold on to our silver. Yeah, we'll just sell off the pig. Bye bye, bacon. Let's see, Fredu. 1.5 ounce bourbon, 3/4 ounce lemon juice, 1/2 ounce maple syrup, 1 sprig rosemary. It kind of sounds like a maple syrup old fashioned, which is something that I like to make. Just using lemon juice instead of like lime zest or orange zest. That could be good. I like whiskey. I like bourbons. Shake a sprig of the rosemary with the cocktail. Yeah, that sounds good. Be into that. Maybe I'll try that. Barrel aged or just straight maple syrup. Unfortunately, all I can probably get in this town is grocery store maple syrup. It's probably better than like the pancake table syrup that you get, but not by much. Found beer brewing to be a good way to keep colonists happy. Yeah, brewing beer definitely helps your colonist mood. It does take a little bit of labor though, is the problem. That's my biggest trick with it, is it does take up a lot of labor. Speaking of labor, let's get some people making stuff. Let's go ahead and put in some pisscrete. And let's go ahead and put in some ceiling fans. All right, can now deconstruct that. Oh, we need power, of course. And this is one of those rooms where I want to have power outlets all around the room. There we go. New lovers. Cody Von Schweitz tried to woo Boot Porridge by telling a tale about comfortable furniture. Boot Porridge was very turned on by the furniture. Well, hot dang. Well, you know, speaking of which, that seems like a good opportunity for us to build some more bedrooms. Maybe let's expand our bathroom situation a little bit. It's a little bit more symmetrical. muddle the fruits and the bitters. Yeah, typically the way like I make an old fashioned is typically the way I make an old fashioned, I don't really muddle the orange into the glass like a lot of people do. I shake it, and I like to garnish with the orange. But I'll do maple syrup, but bourbon, usually Woodford is my favorite, and then little bit of Angostura orange bitters, and then I'll garnish with like an orange peel. That's the way I like to do it. Let's put another double bed in here. And just a couple of regular old beds. Some hollow core doors. Ooh, pods have arrived. Wombat has contacted you 7 days ago. You helped her in desperate circumstances. Since then, she has gotten back on her feet and now wants to reward you properly for your help. She is sending us advanced components. Well, that's nice of you. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Rum slings. Rum, lime, coconut water, good stuff. Yeah, it sounds like all things that go well together for sure. Yeah, I was in the mood for some good delicious red meat yesterday for dinner, and so I went ahead and I made myself some steak, and I wanted to have some rosemary because I pan fry my steaks. Wanted to have some rosemary in with the butter, so I was basting it with the butter. And you only need so much rosemary for that, but it came with a whole, I mean, the herb package came with like, 2 or 3 big sprigs of it, so. You gotta muddle. There are some beverages that I really do like to muddle, but not all beverages do I like to have bits in the drink, and that's the thing with muddling like orange, is that you end up with kind of like orange pulp in the drink, which I'm not normally opposed to orange pulp, but just for some reason with that, like I'm not looking for that kind of that texture in an old fashioned. Oh, basil's great. Speaking of muddling and basil, one of my favorite drinks to make is, I don't have a name for it, and I don't even know where I came up with it. It was just something that I made one day. But you take a couple leaves of basil, Thai basil if you can get it, but regular basil is fine. And then a sprig of mint, and then a sugar cube in the bottom of a glass. You muddle it all down until it becomes like pulpy. And then you do gin and either club soda, or if you want it a little bit sweeter, sometimes I like to do ginger ale. Like you get like that real like herbal, it's like a really like good smelling drink. You express the orange peel to get the oils out. That's a good technique. Double strain, also a good technique. Another way that I could get by with it. Am I using a slice of orange or the peel of it? I usually take a peel. So I've got like a big thick peeler, and I'll get like a big like wide slice of orange peel. Outlanders from the Panium Nation sending me some plasteel. Also some visitors. They might have some items to trade. You hereby dub that name the Oxland cough medicine. Yeah, well, like that's that. Like I always use orange peel because that's what I use for garnish. I know a lot of people they'll take like a whole slice of orange and put it at the bottom of the glass and then mash it down a little bit. You're right, Durburger. This is going much better than the playthrough that doesn't exist. Let's see here. We are out of marble. And I do want to continue to use marble for its beauty. It is all limestone back here. I sound like many a bartender you've worked with in the past. You know, I've never been a bartender. My wife bartends. I've never been a bartender. I just like cocktails. Found guests prefer candied orange peels to fresh. I've had both. And I would say in a vacuum, I would prefer a fresh orange peel as a garnish. But that would be a matter of like, you know, what I was feeling on the day, probably. Could rosemary go good in something gin based? I was thinking something gin based. I was thinking because whenever I think, because I mean it's still summertime, like I still think of like, I think of gin as like a summertime liquor. So like maybe like a gin and tonic with rosemary as a garnish. So like gin, club soda, lime juice, lime, gimlet. Gimlet could work too. Krabby's alcoholic ginger beer. Yeah, gin already kind of, well, okay, so that's going to kind of depend on what gin you drink. Most traditional like English gins are definitely going to have a lot of juniper in it. We got a pack of man-hunting cougars. Jesus Christ. Hot cougars are in your area. Everybody stay the fuck inside. Jesus. Hopefully the traps will take care of the cougars. Meow. Meow. Oh no. All right, boot porridge, you're gonna get to be bait. Good job. You were bait. So gin. Okay, so fun fact about gin and vodka are essentially the same thing. The big difference with gin is that it is flavored with various botanicals, and what botanicals you pick for your gin is what's unique about each brand of gin, right? And most English dry gins are going to have juniper in them, but not all. Not all are going to have juniper, and sometimes they're not all going to have like the same amount of juniper. One of my favorite gins is Irish Gunpowder, which is flavored with gunpowder tea. It's one of my favorites. I mean, they don't taste the same for sure, for certain, but if you took all of the botanicals out of gin, it's essentially vodka. Zeus, I'm assuming so. I'm not an expert on it. I just know that's what it says on the bottle. That's true. Well, okay, Bully Bravo, the best vodka is certainly made from potatoes. I'll agree with you there. I'm not a big vodka guy, but if I'm gonna drink vodka, it's gonna be potato vodka. I'll tell you a vodka story. As many of you know, I spent a lot of time as a younger man in live action role-playing games. Used to go to a lot of conventions and we'd play a lot of live games like Vampire the Masquerade. And a buddy of mine was playing a character that was kind of like a Russian gangster. Oh no, Lee. So sad. A buddy of mine was playing a character that was like a Russian gangster. And in order to get into character, we went to the ABC store and we picked up a bottle of the most Russian looking vodka that you could find. Like it had like the Russian like eagle crest on the front of it, and it was like written in Cyrillic all over the place. Like we particularly went out and tried to find the most on brand vodka that we could get. And then he took all of the vodka and dumped it out into a water bottle, like a big ass water bottle. And of course we kept that in the room and we sipped on it all weekend. But then he filled the vodka bottle up with just water. And he was just like, you know, at the LARP with this bottle, and only a handful of us knew that there was nothing in the bottle but water. But occasionally he would just take huge gulping swigs of it, and he freaked out so many people, which obviously we told them what was up, you know, after they had the reaction, because we didn't want people to think that he was dying. But yeah, he committed to the bit for sure. Let's see, we want to go ahead and put some marble mosaic tile in here as well. Like, we had a couple ideas that were kind of like that, freaking people out with like containers of things that should not be food. Like at one point I was going to play a red cap, which is a changeling character. If you know anything about Changeling the Dreaming, that was one of the many games that existed in the White Wolf system. Durburger eating vanilla pudding from a mayo jar was on that list. I was gonna walk around with a jar of Miracle Whip that was just full of like banana pudding. I had a Windex bottle that I was gonna fill full of blue Gatorade. Just stuff like that. Oh geez, what the heck happened over here? Some cargo pods. Man, all sorts of things are happening. We got some chinchilla fur. Can make a hat out of that. Ooh, marble urns. Oh no. Oh, they're already taking care of the blight. Yeah, okay, so if you've seen me play this game, you know that I get really excited by these urns because they're free. It's just free things that you can pick up and take. You put them in your room and they make your room pretty. And colonists like it when the rooms are pretty. Yeah, the only thing that we were worried about with the Windex bottle is that the plastic that they use for Windex is not food grade plastic, and it can actually pick up chemicals in the plastic. So like, even though you wash it out completely and try to sanitize it, the plastic will actually pick up some of the ammonia that's in Windex. And yeah, you don't want to drink that. You don't want to drink that. So I do not recommend that. It was just a joke that we had. LARPed Shadowrun a few times at your local con. Shadowrun actually seems like it would be a pretty good LARP. Shadowrun can be a very social game. Yeah. The better way to do that would be to get a spray bottle that's food safe and then put the label on it. You're just collateral damaged. Yeah, you got Duncan Fishered. You definitely got Duncan Fishered. You know what? This hallway is dark as well. Let's go ahead and put some hallway lamps in here. Right. Well, we've got a bathroom, we've got a shit storage room, we got plenty of bedrooms. Currently, we have one room dedicated to prisoners, but I feel like, ooh. You have microelectronics. Go ahead and pick up smithing. Feel like, the next step might be building a prison. And I might build the prison up here. This mass grave is not full. Why are, let's put a dumping zone here. Put corpses here. Let's see if they'll bury him now. Why will they not bury them? What's going on? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, they should be free to go around. Not sure what's up. All right, so let's switch off to limestone for prisoners. Oh, no, that's not quite how I want to do that. We are out of components, though. We have some components available for mining. Sorry, I got trapped by my microphone there for a second. Yeah, I don't know. Why are they not allowing... Why are they not burying? Very strange. That's right. Microphone's trying to get me. All right, furniture. We'll put a steel table in here, or wooden, I guess, is fine. Then a couple of wooden beds. Put a pair of ceiling fans in. These are for prisoners. And we need to create a food type just for prisoners. That's going to be onions. And that means we need to start growing onions, which we can do probably right over here. Oh, I accidentally deleted that. Was not my intent. And onions, and can we expand? Yeah, that's what we want to do. Then for these fridges, take onions off. So honestly, the main reason I installed the mod that lets you grow different vegetables, it really wasn't to like min-max my food or anything like that. It was just so I could tell a refrigerator to only keep a certain type of food in it, so I could direct traffic and have them only bring, like, this is food for prisoners over here, this is food for colonists over here, like. Oh, who was the lovers? It's Cody and Boot Porridge, huh? Oh, there's art. It's an excellent bed. There's art on it. An engraving on this furniture is shaped like dozens of Thatchers and boxers eating yams together.
Wow.
Cody, boot porridge. You love birds. Have fun in that bed with the Thatchers and the boxers. Now I'm going to install the urns in the rooms with the double beds because that's going to give the most benefit to the most people. All right, and then let's put some nice concrete floors in this room. All right, we've done smithing. I think what we're gonna do next is actually go into hygiene. And we're going to get septic tanks. So I don't know why they're not burying these guys. Do something about that. But yeah, we've got a prison set up now. And then we'll probably also put a hospital down on this side. I like this Rimworld song. Got some stank on it, you know? We got some shitty guns. So we'll take those. Probably ought to arm up our new recruits, huh? There we go. That should be all the wood that we'll ever need. And let's go ahead and start mining steel while we're at it. It's a nice looking little base we got going here. Nice looking base. Oh, I have notifications. Ah, Ethan has sent me a recipe for Thanksgiving cobbler. So it is 1.5 ounces of cognac, 1/4 ounce simple syrup, muddled cranberries, shake, double strain, top with champagne, rosemary for garnish. Ethan. That is a disgusting sounding drink by name, but it is a delicious sounding drink by ingredients. That is going on my Christmas list, sir. That is going on my Christmas list for sure. I like cranberries. Cranberries might be one of my favorite, favorite like, of the berries, of the fruits. That is definitely, it sounds like a crowd pleaser. I'm gonna hook that one up. All right, let's go ahead. Chunks of spacecraft, you say? Mind if I do? Let's hook up a little bit of a hospital situation. How many hospital beds do we need? Yeah, something like that. I'm going to wait until they build this one before I build the rest of this wall. Otherwise, the colonists may or may not get trapped in there. Pertium's lost drifters. 4 desperate refugees are approaching. Their leader is called Perineum. Claim to have lost their home in a recent attack. They want to stay here for 7 days. I mean, we technically have enough space for them. I don't know what they're gonna do. All right. Oh, we have septic tanks. I actually don't want sewage treatment. I want the raw turds. I want the nice unfiltered turds. Okay, so now we need to build oh wait. We need Oh, we're good. We're good. So we're gonna need to build a water place. So that means we need a water well, which we'll put outside. And we need a electric water pump. Go here. We'll put a couple of water towers. And then 2 hot water tanks. And we need is it under temperature? Yeah. All right. Refugees have arrived. Hopefully they don't try to kill us. Hey, Chocobo, yes, that's right, you are still alive. You are a vital member of this colony for sure. Oh, I know what we can research. Let's research washing machines. Then we need a thermostat. And a electric boiler. Yeah, we'll have saunas in a little bit. That really helps a lot of people's moods. It's good for everybody's mood for sure. Okay, and then we got to get power hooked up to it. And we'll put a ceiling fan in here. And now we'll just put like a light in here. Oh, look how much food we have. This is so, man, okay, so I talk about this almost every stream. The nutrient paste dispenser is the best thing in this game. Like, I would say our last colony, we had an equal amount of growing space in like fertile soil, and it was growing like an equitable amount of food. But between all of my colonists being like constantly having food poisoning from making their own meals and the extra food that it takes to make a meal versus like a nutrient paste dispenser, I currently have 4,650 rice just sitting in the bank waiting. Whereas in the last colony, everybody starved to death. Like, this is the cheat code to this game right here, guys. That is the cheat code of Rimworld. Royal Tribute Collector, huh? Well, what if, and just hear me out, what if we just arrested all of these guys? What if we just arrested all of these guys? What the heck? Oh. Okay. Well, that didn't work out quite the way that I wanted it. But we did get one prisoner who we will then give to the Empire. And that will give us an ascension ceremony. So that means we have to build a throne room. And I feel like the best place for a throne room is right next to the shitter. Fredo has returned with a cocktail: pineapple rum, muddled sugar, Luxardo cherry and bitters, lime juice, maple syrup, topped with ginger beer. So pineapple rum, is that like Malibu, like, or is it like a different brand? Plantation. Ooh, Plantation's a good brand. Plantation's a good brand. I approve. Strongly approve. All right, so we do need to build a whatchamacallit, a throne. And what are we gonna make it out of? Is there any jade on the map? We have a bunch more ship chunks we can deconstruct. Yeah, don't see any jade on the map. Oh, the map. You know what? I forgot that feature exists. I forgot that they added that. Thank you, Durburger. All right, we'll figure that out after we finish the hospital. Oh, some more refugees. Nah, no thank you. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You can't fool me twice. All right, so now we are going to put some ceiling fans in. All right, so we actually need to set these. No corpses is fine. No waste. No chem fuel. And no medicine. And no foods. And do we have sterile tile? We do have sterile tile. Fortunately, this is going to be a lot of money to sterilize this room, but it is probably going to be worth it. You know what we could do? Just deconstruct that and then mine this out. This is probably going to be all of our silver. But there was some silver, like a meteorite that fell down somewhere. Some more components. It's possible that I may have inadvertently shaped our base in such a way that makes it look like it is something else. That was not my intention. Not my intention. It is a spaceship. It's a big spaceship. Yeah, that was not intentional, but that is what we have. That's what we've done. We're gonna have to own it. Press X to doubt. All right, so it's about the time in the stream where I want to go ahead and talk about Diablo 2. So next week on the 23rd, Diablo 2 is resetting their ladder. And ladder is really fun because everybody is kind of starting from the beginning, and like trade is really exciting, and you know, you get excited about dumb little shit. I played ladder pretty mostly all last season, and I had a really wild one. I had a very wild ladder. I have a plan for kind of what I want to do with ladder. The question was whether or not I was going to stream any of it, and I think I am. I think I'm going to stream some ladder. So that is going to be starting next week, and I'm thinking that Monday of next week, instead of streaming Rimworld, I take at least a 1 week break just to see how it goes, and I stream a couple hours of Diablo 2. How do you guys feel about that? Fredo's into it? What happened? We got a hype train going on? Holy shit. It's an excellent time for a hype train. Well, that makes me feel good about it for sure. So here in about 10 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and take a pause from Rimworld, and I'm gonna go into Diablo 2 and just kind of talk about what I'm thinking about doing, and get some what you call it, some feedback. We got washing machines. Oh, I accidentally opened up a web browser. That was not intentional. Washing machines are, of course, recreation. All right, Mr. Train is hyped. Mr. Train indeed. All right, so that means we are going to deconstruct this, and we are going to build an actual bathroom. The local guinea pig has gone mad. He has immediately stepped on a trap and died. That is the way it goes in the life of a guinea pig. Time for carpal tunnel and a single finger. So this is something that took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out with Diablo, is that you don't have to click the mouse button to make it do things. You can actually just click and hold, and it will just continue to do the thing forever. It took me a very long time to figure that trick out. Definitely saves your your strength for the important stuff. All right. The other thing I have to put in this room is. Oh no, I can do this up here. I need to put a septic tank here. And then I need to run steel plumbing up through here. There we go. All right, now let's see how many toilets we can make. We'll do marble toilets for now. You do 3 toilets. Ooh. Yeah, we need more space for this bathroom, for sure. Yeah, we need more space for this bathroom. So we'll need like a space for washing up. This will be specifically for turlets. We have saunas. That took 0 time. Alright, now let's get back to this. We'll do machining. A lynx is hunting chocobo. Well, please stay inside. Please stay inside. Everybody stay inside. Let the traps handle the problem. Alright, it has decided that it did not want to put out of its misery. Am I doing hardcore ladder? No, I'm not going to do hardcore. I'm not opposed to doing hardcore, especially for streaming, but I actually have a particular purpose for this particular ladder. Got a plan. Got a bit of a plan this time around. All right, turlets have been made, and now we're gonna build a shower room off to the side here. So that means we're gonna need more marble. Do steel showers is fine. Stall doors. And we need then maybe we'll put a bathtub over here. There we go. Sorry, just trying to straighten myself up here. Starting to slouch into the chair. Felt my butt falling asleep. The night owl has redeemed posture check. Well, that's a good time for me to really stretch it out. So give me just a second here. Thanks, sir. It's also redeemed water break, which unfortunately I do not have a beverage. I have finished my coffee. A little bit of sweet tea left over from lunch. That's right, I have no beverages. It is heresy indeed. All right. And then we'll put a couple of ceiling fans in here and some marble tile. Nice. Well, I did have a coffee, but I had finished the coffee. I do have a half a pot of coffee out in the kitchen that I could go get. I just don't want to get up at the moment because we're getting close to the end of the stream here, and I don't want to deprive you fine viewers of any of the action. But I promise you that I will have some water once the stream is over today. How about that? We have wake up. Something makeup. All right, we're gonna put the throne room over here next to the shitter in the bathroom. Now this colony is looking slightly less phallic shaped. No, Ethan, I'm gonna honor their payment. I'm gonna in fact drink some water. I'll just do it after the stream. I promise you it'll happen. I have a story that I'll tell you guys. So as many of you know, I'm also a fan of cigars, and I like to smoke cigars. And there used to be a bar in my old town where you could smoke a cigar. I'm gonna go ahead and pause there. And I remember I was at the bar one night, and there was a relatively decent sized crowd, and they were all kind of like dressed up a little bit, like they'd either gone to a show or like we're at an event or something like that. And this guy came in with an older woman who I'm assuming was his mother. You know, probably easily old enough to be my grandmother at the time, anyway. And she came down and she sat down next to me, and I was smoking a cigar, and it was a pretty big guy. It was like a Churchill. And she was talking to me, and she was very nice. And then she saw me take a drag off of it, and she said it was very phallic. This older lady told me that me smoking on the cigar looked very phallic, and she asked me if I knew what that meant. And I looked at her straight in the eyes as I took a drag off my cigar, and I said, yeah, it means like a dick. And she turned the deepest shade of red you have ever seen in your entire life. I felt bad for that dude because I feel like his mom might have been hitting on me a little bit, which is a strange situation altogether, me being a married man and her being twice my age. But still, she was like, do you know what the word phallic means? And I'm like, yeah, it means like a dick. So that was one of my fun bar stories. Anyway, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to switch gears just a little bit. I'm going to save the old Rimworld. And I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to set us up for a commercial. And when we come back, we're going to take a little stroll around Sanctuary, and we're going to look at a little bit of Diablo 2. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Tom Bombadil. owner and proprietor of Wide Tom's Bean House, located at 501 Monroe Street, Detroit, Michigan. Come on down for our annual Meals and Deals Savings event where you can score 15 pounds of beans to enjoy this summer. In addition to our core menu, this month and extended into next month, we will have a superb 18-layer bean dip, 6 bean casserole, navy bean soup, 7 bean chili, and our house special Los Frijoles Maximo. We won't send you home hungry, so stop on by today or make a reservation by calling 888 Wide Tom.
Welcome back. We're no longer cooking on the rim. Right now we're cooking across Sanctuary. Oh no, I left the desktop audio up during the commercial, which means that it was playing in OBS and also in my headset, and thus also in OBS again. I apologize. It was double the beans, double the wide. That is part of the bit. That is part of the bit. So yeah, this is Diablo 2. This is a game that was originally made a long freaking time ago. Like, this came out what, like 2001, 2002, something like that. Very long time ago. And then they remastered it, and it's a fun game. And so I'm gonna be doing, I think, ladder next season. So this past season I had a plan, and that plan was to build some of the ladder only rune words and then keep them in stash, and then when the ladder resets you can sell them online, because you can't make them online. You can only make them if you made them, and you can only have them if you made them on ladder and then brought them online. And the ladder only rune words are very valuable online, because a lot of times people don't realize they need them until the last minute. So a lot of times you can turn relatively cheap items to make into lots of value, and that's what I did. So I have a mule here. And I have a couple of helmets here that I think are just not going to get used for anything. But the two rune words that I wanted to make are Cure, which is a helmet, and Hustle, which is an armor. I've made 6 Cure rune words and 6 Hustle rune words. And I'm hoping that I can get somewhere in the neighborhood of 12 to 24 high runes for all of this stuff. That's my goal, is to get about 24 high runes for this. So that'll give me the runes to make better rune words that I can use to make cooler characters. Both of these rune words are relatively cheap to build. It requires a shell rune, an eye rune, and a Tau rune, and then a shell rune, a Ko rune, and an Elb rune. And those are all pretty mid to low. They're easy to get. If you just play the game, you'll find them. So I'm hoping that I'll get to build some pretty sick-ass characters with this stuff right here. And what I'm planning on doing for the next season, instead of building rune words per se, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to collect Rao runes, Hell runes, Perfect Amethyst, gems, and then essences to make reset tokens, and keys for the end game stuff. So those are all things that are like consumable but are always in demand in the game, and I want to try to collect as many of those as possible. So that's kind of my goal for it. You know, I'm trying to have fun playing the game too, but I like having a reason why I'm playing, like something that I'm specifically trying to collect or specifically trying to find. So to that end, what I'm probably going to end up doing is making yet another sorceress character. Now, currently I have 3 sorceresses on this account. So what I'm going to do instead is I have a backup account that I use to store additional stuff on. I don't know if so this game right now is on sale for like a third of the price. It's like dirt cheap. It was like $10 for a copy of this game. So I bought a second account just so I could store more garbage on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a character on the alt account that I can then use to rush characters on this account. Just kind of a game in the system kind of situation. 13.19 USD when you bought it last week. That sounds about like the right price. That sounds like the right price. So I'm probably going to build another sorceress. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to build it yet. It might be like a fireball sorceress. It might be something else. I'm not sure. But the sorceress that I played in this last ladder is probably the model that I'll go after. And I talked about her a little bit last week, but I'm going to go in a little bit more detail into what kind of stuff she has. So she is a cold sorceress. She has a horned helm. So she has a Nightwing's Veil, which is a helm that adds a bonus to cold skill damage. It's plus 10 to plus 15% cold damage. This one is unfortunately ethereal, and you can see the durability is 6 of 21, which means the longer I wear this helmet, the more I'm gonna eventually break it and never be able to fix it. Hey, Doctor Who, we were talking about you earlier today. How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming some Diablo 2, I think, next Monday for the ladder reset. Anyway, so Nightwing's Veil is one of the better helms for a cold sorceress. It just increases her cold damage. I have another one of these in the stash online that is a much higher cold skill damage. So I'm gonna replace this one with a different one. But I basically found this one and I've just been wearing it until it breaks. Doctor Who, somebody in the chat was talking about how good your Dino Nuggies were. Anyway, so she's got that. She also has this Death's Fathom. This is a really cool item. I found a bear rune earlier in the season, and I traded it for this. So Death's Fathom is plus 3 sorceress skills, plus 20% faster cast rate, so all the important stuff that you need. And then it had plus 27% cold skill damage. And the reason I bought this is because also very early into the season, I found a jewel facet for cold that was 5/5. So 5/5 is the perfect numbers. It's the best numbers you can get on a facet. And what that does is it reduces your enemy's resistance to cold by 5 and increases the amount of damage you do by 5%. So I plugged that in here. So you can see now it does -5 enemy cold resistance and plus 32% cold skill damage. So between these two items, my blizzard damage is like an extra 43%, which is pretty sick. Pretty sick. She's also wearing a Skin of the Viper Magi, which is an easy armor to find in the game. I've upped it to the highest level, which is Wormhide. The main reason you wear this is because it increases your cast rate by 30%, and it also increases your resistances. And I've put an rune to increase the resistances some more. So her resistances are pretty well maxed out. I think cold is the only one that's not maxed out. Spirit Shield is another easy item to make. It's a rune word. It actually does not take much to get the runes for this item. The hardest part about finding this item is the base. Monarch is an elite shield, and it's the lowest requirement shield that you could make this item out of. And the big thing about this one, it gives you +2 to all your skills and up to 35% faster cast rate. So faster cast rate is very important for a sorceress. Whatever character I build in the next ladder, like I want to make sure I get to have at least 105 faster cast rate, because that's a break point for the sorceress. She's also got a Mara's Kaleidoscope, which is a very good amulet. So it's a unique amulet, +2 to skills, 24 to all resistances, plus 5 to attributes, but it's the all resistances and the plus to skills that's really nice. She has Trangul's Claws, which is a set item. These gloves give you a 20% faster cast rate, which is why I've got them on. Also give you a plus 30 to cold resistance. You can see my cold resistance is currently kind of suffering. So that's why you use that. A lot of people will use Mage Fist here. Mage Fist also will give you plus 20% faster cast rate. I have 2 Stone of Jordans. One of which I traded a high rune for. The other one I found. But these are just some of the best rings in the game. Doctor Who, how is the remaster compared to the original? There are seasons. Yeah, okay, so the remaster graphically definitely makes the game look really good. In fact, I can show you what it looks like. This is what the old graphics look like. It's pretty cool. And this is what the current graphics look like, of course. So the graphics definitely look good, but you also get some additional content. So they've made some new items. There's new rune words. There's Sunder Charms, which is something that they added to the game, and there's Terror Zones, which is something that they added to the game. So it's got a little bit more content for you. It's a little bit more than the original Lord of Destruction. You have the cube, magic cube. You love how ass it looks. Yeah, it does look pretty ass, especially when you zoom in. Here, we'll put it back on this for now for you. But as far as seasons, yeah, there's ladder seasons. So ladder is something that's been going on for a long time. Basically, when they do a ladder season, when you build a ladder character, it's always a starting character. You can't like transfer equipment over from other characters or anything like that. So when you do ladder at the very beginning, it's essentially a 3-month period where everybody is starting from scratch. And I think ladder is probably the most fun way to play this game, because the longer you play this game, the more stuff you accumulate, the more you kind of get stuck in a rut. You know, it's kind of fun to go back to the beginning and go through all the struggle of beating the game and everything like that. And ladder's resetting next week. So this is it's gonna be a lot of fun to play that again. Let's see what else we got. We got the 2 Stones of Jordan. We got an Arachnid's Mesh, which is a really cool belt. Also adds faster cast rate. It's the only belt in the game that adds faster cast rate. Gives you +1 to skills, which is kind of nice. All said and done, I think it's my faster cast rate at. I actually have to get out of this view in order to see it. My faster cast rate is 125%, which is actually a little too high. We could probably swap out something to get that. Like I could not wear these gloves and still be casting just as fast. So like I could put on Frostburns to give myself, like currently I have 611 mana. That would give me an extra 140 some mana. We're gonna leave it on for now. Anyway. She's also got these really cool boots I found. They're Tri-Res boots, so cold, fire, poison, 30% faster run, and bonus gold find, which is pretty good. Doctor Who, this is one of the things that they added to Resurrected is Sunder Charms. So I don't know if you ever so when you played in the old days, sorceresses were really difficult to play in Hell because almost every monster in the game is immune to some elemental damage. And so when you play a sorceress, like you had to either like double up on the types of damage you could do if you wanted to be able to kill everything in the game. Sunder Charms gives you a little bit more flexibility because it lets you break the immunity of the monster. So it goes from being 100% immune to 95% immune, which doesn't sound like it's very good. But it does that, and then it also reduces your resistance to a particular elemental type by between 70 and 90%. So I have a cold charm here that I rolled max on, which is 70%. It's perfect. That is why my cold resistance is such in the shitter. If I took this off, you can see it maxes it out. But then what's cool about Cold Sorceress is Cold Mastery reduces your monsters resistance to cold by a bunch. So in my case, it's 170%. That effectiveness is lowered when you're breaking immune monsters. But it basically means even monsters that are normally immune to cold, I'm doing pretty consistent damage to them. What happens at the end of the season? So all of the characters that you built during the season go from being ladder only to regular online characters, and then you get to start over again. One of the things that I'm missing on this character is a Hellfire Torch. Those were just a little too expensive. I never had the wealth to get it during the season, but a Hellfire Torch would definitely be what you want for this character. I do have an Annihilus, which is a unique charm you can get. This one rolled perfect on the resistances and pretty good on the attributes. So this is the one I'm currently using. Most of my charms are like Magic Find charms. I have a Lightning charm here for some reason that I don't particularly need, but I guess it's adding like 14 to life, so we're just using it. And then on the swap, I have this axe called Call to Arms, which is a rune word that gives you the barbarian skills, battle orders, and battle command. I rolled really low on this weapon, but I'm using it anyway. It basically gives you bonuses to your skills and doubles your life and mana for a few turns. So, or for, I shouldn't say turns, for like a minute or two. So if I were to go out to the Highlands here, I can bump my skills, bump me and my buddy's life and mana, and then I could activate chill armor and then go back, teleport around. All these guys are normally cold immune, and Blizzard is doing a pretty good job of killing them. And then we'll go down and kill all these little gremlins here. This guy's usually holding me, and you can see I was destroying him pretty good there. Found a circlet that we'll identify. Circlet of the Magus. 20% faster cast rate. If that had some sorcerer skills to it, that would actually be a really good item. We're gonna trash it though. My frames are dying. Oh my god. Anytime you kill that guy, it destroys your frame rate. Ooh, there's a gem shrine. We're gonna make use of that gem shrine. Currently don't have any gems. So whenever you have a gem shrine, it lets you upgrade an existing gem to a higher level. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to our stash. And then we are gonna find Flawless Amethyst, because that's the one that we want to upgrade. Normally, it would take 3 Flawless Amethyst to make a perfect Amethyst. Whenever you find one of these guys right here. And now I have a perfect one. So that's always nice. Perfect Amethysts are really valuable in trade because they are worth a lot for crafters. So crafting uses amethyst to make stuff. Yeah. That is the character that I built this past season. She's pretty solid. She's got a lot of backup gear. Like she has gear that's specifically for magic finding. I have this ethereal Balrogskin Skulder's Ire. So the reason why it's good that it's ethereal is that it has the repair durability mod. So every 5 seconds it repairs 1 durability. So even though it's ethereal and you can never repair it, it's automatically repairing itself. And that basically doubles its defense. You can see the defense on it is like over 2,000. Like this armor only has like 855. So this one's got really good defense. And it's got a mod where it gives you a percentage bonus to find magic items based on your character level, which at this point is 113%, plus an extra 24 because I put a topaz in it. I also found a Harlequin's Crest. This is probably one of the most sought after magic items in a ladder reset because of the base abilities that it gives you, plus the attributes, plus the skills, a whole bunch of life and mana, damage reduction reduced, and then an extra 50% better chance of finding magic items. That's why, you know, people really want this during ladder, because it helps you find the stuff that you need. So these two items definitely crank up my my magic find. I also found a pair of War Travelers, which I have never found these boots in the game. This is the first time I've ever found this item, and I rolled really, really good on them. The big number is at the bottom, 47% extra chance of finding magic items. They normally can roll between 30 and 50%, so I rolled 3% off perfect there. These are just fantastic boots, and these are immediately going to go on my Barbarian when I get a chance. But for now, like, whenever I specifically want to find magic items, I just swap out these 3 pieces of gear. Yeah. So that's this character. The next character I build for ladder is probably also going to be a sorceress. I don't know exactly what I'm going to build her, how I'm going to build her as. I'm probably going to start her off as fire, just because that's the easiest way to do it at the beginning. But then you typically reset after you found some gear. So I might let the game kind of dictate what I do with it. Like, depending on what gear I find might determine what character I build. So yeah, I'm gonna do ladder, and I think I'm gonna do a sorceress. I know I've been harping on Diablo 2 for a couple of weeks now. I'll do one of my favorite runs while I still got a few minutes. This is the main reason why you play a sorceress right here, is you get to fuck up Endariel. Endariel gives you so much good sweet gear. Most of the stuff that I found killing Endariel. But in order to find her, you have to teleport around this goddamn dungeon forever. And if you didn't have teleport, this would just take way too long to do. You would never want to do this. You see, I can ignore all these monsters that I don't care about. And there's the stairs. And then I gotta find another set of stairs. And you basically just go around the outside of the map until you find it. There it is. And then Endariel is the act boss for Act 1. I'm just gonna teleport up to the corner here. And I'm just gonna drop snowballs on her. See how fast she dies. She didn't drop me anything good this time. Dropped an Ethrune, which I don't need. I'll pick up a Sapphire though. I'll kill all the rest of the nukes in her room. All the shekels off the ground. Yeah, she bamps a lot. She definitely does the bamfing. Check out these bodies. But here is Zambi. Here's Zambi. Get him, Durga. Tear him up, dude. I didn't show you Durga. Durga's my boyfriend. He's a desert mercenary. He has a cure helmet, which gives me a cleansing aura, which is good for my health points. He's got a skin of the flayed one, which is armor that gives him life stolen per hit. This is how he stays alive. I had to put this rune in it to give it +2 strengths, or +10 strength, so he could use this weapon, which is a Insight Colossus Vulge. This gives me a meditation aura, which like rapidly improves the amount of mana I regenerate every turn, or every couple of seconds. IP Manny Bruce Lee 2W1 now following. That's a mouthful, but I do like Bruce Lee. I like IP Man. That was a good movie. But yeah, the big trick with this is that meditation, cleansing, and then prayer, the skill he naturally gets, are all synergies for each other, which basically means that I'm constantly regenerating. So this is regenerating 23, 21 hit points per couple of seconds. With all 3 of these, that's basically tripled. So I'm gaining like 60, 70 hit points every couple of seconds. So you almost never have to use potions with that. I'm doing well. We're getting close to the end of the stream, unfortunately. We do have another set of streamers coming up, though, which is Pandora Pirate Radio. I'm not sure what they're streaming tonight, but they're a fun group of guys. They're always doing something cool. Anyway, we're gonna hang out in front of Dariel's chair here for a second. This is where we'll leave you. See what kind of gruesome shit she's got on the ground. She's got some bones, some spines. Got a chest here. There's nothing in it. Some artwork. Some brutal ass chair. Check that out. Let's sit on that. So yeah, next week I think we're gonna do a little bit of Diablo 2 ladder, and hope you guys stick around for that. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you a word with our sponsor, and then coming up next is gonna be Pandora Pirate Radio. My name is Quish. I stream every Monday. We'll see you next Monday. Doctor Who, you get Diablo 2, man. I'll play with you for sure. I'll show you the ropes. I'll show you where all the good shekels are. See you guys. You have a good week.
Today's sponsor is Rain Shadow Legends. Rain Shadow Legends is a tactical fantasy action strategy game with over 7 billion downloads worldwide. In Rain Shadow Legends, you have access to over millions of fun and unique characters such as Orc, Bugbear, Gun, or Elf. She's very pretty. Look how pretty she is. If you like now, you can download our WBPL 76 exclusive character, the Skeleton King. He broke your hands. You can use special promo code LIGMA to receive 42,069 rupees. You can spend them on cool cosmetic items such as skins.
Like the kind that your characters wear and make different outfits, not like a big pile of skin, that would be gross.
And also flaming swords.
It's on fire.
Find out what over 7 billion totally real people who have downloaded this game are talking about and download the app today. Now back to the stream.